Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to have a community conversation today with Micheal Jacobs, and he lives in central Minnesota, and he has been on a part of our 30-day challenge and has an amazing story to share about the power of pine pollen and how it's really helped support his health journey. So welcome, Micheal.
Hello. Yes,
So
hello,
tell us
Marie.
about your story.
Okay, so after the epidemic or the lockdown we went through, I kind of felt that I burnt myself out. I was driving truck and farming and doing a lot of work on both ends. So I decided to go do a physical at the local clinic. And when I went in there, the physical was perfect. Nothing wrong with me. But I had a hard time sleeping and I was really kind of tired. So I asked him to do the adrenal test and testosterone. And he said there's no reason. He said you're like in the 1 percentile of 46 years old for health. He said there's no reason. I said I'm paying. Could you do it? So he did it. So I went home, and then he called me back in there as soon as the test got back, and I thought, okay, no, this is kind of weird. So I go in there, and we go ahead and sit down, and so the adrenals were about 40% of what they should be normally, and my testosterone was about 50 to 60% lower than what it should be. So he right away prescribed me steroids and the testosterone shot. And I refused it in his office. And he kind of got pretty grumpy at me. So he walked out. And I was like, okay. So I decided to leave and I went home, started reading some books, herbalist books we have. And I found in there a good herbalist recommendations for adrenals. And one was pine pollen. So I looked all over, and it was very hard to find pine pollen locally in any of the shops. Completely almost impossible. So I Google it, and here Canadian Pine Pollen pops up. So I call up there and I talk to Sadie, first a Burgess, and he was astronomical friendly. I'm like, this guy's like my brother I never met. I can't believe there's people like this up here. So really good relationship established. They're talking to me, kind of recommending me some things to do. So I started with the Ponderosa, and the lodgepole. These were the
Okay,
two I
so the
used.
tinctures, you started with the
The
tincture.
tinctures, and later on, I added the lodgepole,
The
the
powders.
lodge, the two powders, tinctures, along with it. Okay, so that was last May. I did the test, and that's so I found the product must have been in June, and I started taking it in June. Okay, and doing all my health food stuff, and I eat grass-fed beef and all my food at home, vegetables, staying away from the sugars. That'll kill your adrenals. Get up in the morning within an hour. When you got your adrenals messed up, you should eat meat, a protein within an hour. So I did that, did a bunch of other things, went by like 2 months, 3 months. Also going to chiropractor, getting a massage, everything you can do kind of natural. So 3 months went by, I did the test again. Everything was the same. I'm like, okay, I'm going to up the dose. So I only did the tincture once a day and pine pollen powder, a teaspoon. So I slowly moved it up to 2 milligrams a day and then 2 teaspoons a day. So within 2 months, my adrenals are normal. So they're exactly where they need to be. So now with that, and the pharmacist that did it was like, how could you get this up so fast without anything? And I said, Jesus is so good. So we, with that, now my testosterone will end up going up. I'm excited for my next test because I'm going to bed at 10 and I'm getting up anywhere from 4 to 6 in the morning, full of energy. Amazing. I don't know if I ever felt this good in the morning, and my sleep is just, you can't put a price tag on good sleep.
So what other areas in your life did you notice an improvement once you started using the pine pollen?
So my mood is a lot better. I'm a lot more positive, and the other thing that I noticed that I don't need to take naps. No more naps. They're gone. I get up at 6 and I go till 10 o'clock. So what does that, 4 to 6 in the morning? So that's almost, I'm back up to 18-hour day. And I'm not groggy, I'm not tired. I feel like I never felt before. So it's amazing. You know, it's really amazing. I also got your vitamin C, your
Oh,
Evergreen,
Evergreen C.
and this is, I love, I love it. It's amazing. I usually always get sick in the winter with something, and I took that religiously every day, and it was just amazing how I got no sick. The kids didn't get sick. The wife didn't get sick. Nobody got sick.
How
So
many kids do you have?
8.
Wow. So you
So
you raise cattle, you have
yep,
8 children.
we homeschool 'em.
That's a busy life. No wonder your adrenals are shot.
Yeah, and we homeschool them. So, and I do massage and a truck driver also. So, but now I'm just solely staying home, specializing in the grass-fed beef. So pretty nice. But
So tell me a little
what-
bit more about your sleep. So like what were the reasons that like what was your sleep schedule like before you shifted to the 10 o'clock going to bed early?
so I would try to be in bed by midnight, and sometimes it'd be 12:30, and it would take me half an hour to go to bed. And then when I fell asleep, 3 o'clock, I'd get up, 4, and I'd go back to bed, and then I'd be up by 7, and it was just droggy. Now I get up, I do my stretches, I jump in the shower, take my cold shower, and it's just like I'm so happy. I'm so well rested. I'm so happy. I hit the ground running. Before it was like, just that's not the way to live.
So
You
is the
know,
cold shower like shocking your system into waking up and
yeah.
starting your day?
No, I'm woke up before that. I'm actually woken up really good before that, but it releases anger out of me, which is really good for me because I'm not an angry person and I really don't know how to deal with anger. So when I go in there, I'm forced in the morning to release it. And with that, I get extreme joy the rest of the day. And then same thing for night. It's like getting rid of anger and replacing it back with joy. So I mean, it's just amazing.
Wow. So you've managed to find a great way to naturally balance your system.
Yes. Yes. And thank you guys at Canadian Pine Pollen. It's just amazing product. Just amazing. I tell a lot of my friends about it. It's amazing.
So tell me a little bit about the 30-day challenge. How did you hear about it and why did you want to take the 30-day challenge?
Okay. I think I got an email from you guys up there, and I'm always down for a challenge. You sharpen your sword and have at it. So the first week I started, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna up the dosage. And I did 30 days on, 1 week off. And I did that for about a month or two. And then I figured out I did 5 days on, 2 days off. And now with this challenge, I started it. It took me a week. I maxed out on the gold tincture and the gold powder. So I do I do 4 of the gold, 2 milligrams right when I wake up, 9 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock of the tincture. And I do a teaspoon of powder at 9 with the coffee, noon with water, and 4 o'clock, teaspoon of powder, your pine pollen powder. So I want in prayer and meditation, I wanted to see what would be best for me in the challenge. So I did it, like Sadie said, like 21 days, because that's kind of a complete detoxify. This Friday will be 21 days. My
Amazing.
body's telling me, okay, we need a break. That's good. We're clean. But for 2 weeks in there, I was like in complete cleaning mode. It's not sick, but it's like stuff coming out of my nose and just detoxifying. Water and just urinate. I mean, it was amazing. So I really felt the detoxification through it.
Wow. Thanks so much for sharing your story.
Yeah,
So do you plan on taking a break now that you've done your 21 days?
7 days, I think.
Yeah. And then
I'm
you'll
gonna go off it. Yep,
start
I'm gonna
again.
go off it. Yep, I'll go off it for 7 days, and I'm gonna go back to the 5 and the 2. Be on for 5 and go off 2.
So when are you going back to check your testosterone results? Because it's great that you started that process with your doctor.
So I think I'm gonna try it the end of this week, just before I go off this year, because just the reason I believe my testosterone is pretty well peaked now after doing this for 21 days. And the reason why is I'm waking up in the morning like a guy should wake up, you know, you know what I mean? And number two, I'm hitting the ground running. And number three, I'm hungry. I've been getting up really hungry. So one of these next days, after doing it for 21 days, I'm going to do the testosterone test and send it off. And I'm looking for because this is about the best I ever felt in my life.
So energy is improved, your
Yep.
mood has improved, your sleep, deeper sleep, well rested, restorative, and your libido's up.
Yes.
Anything else? Joy,
Just
you're
think,
back. You look really happy.
yeah. Well, thank you guys for doing it because I'm a small business and I really encourage people to go after small business, help them, support them, do everything they can do. We need you guys. I know what it's about because I'm one of them. And we work way more hours than we ever should work, that we ever get paid for, but our heart's in it.
Yeah.
And you guys, your hearts are all in it. Keep up the good work. Okay? We appreciate it.
Thank you, Micheal, so much. We appreciate our customers so much. And yeah, the 30-day challenge was really inspired by wanting to connect in community, wanting to support people, wanting to have real conversations, and just also show the face of our company that there's 4 people here working really hard to supply the purest pollen, and we hear customer testimonials all day long. It's powerful, and we just want to be able to share. So thank
Yeah.
you for being
And
part of the challenge.
the thing that I notice the most about this, I need this, not for foolishness. It's for just to be a dad, to run the business I need to be a strong man. So I need to be this way. It's not like I'm doing it to waste some time or effort. It's like I got this to get where I need to be. So, I mean, I really appreciate you guys because I really did need this extra edge. And my family says thank you.
Awesome. Please send me a picture of your family. I would love to
Yes,
see.
I'll send you a picture of that grass-fed beef thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that'll be a picture. There'll be 4 of them on that one.
I'll be sharing Micheal's story on our blog, and I'll put a link to this YouTube interview. And we just want to be able to share our real customer stories. And thank you, Micheal, for being open to sharing. And I look forward to continuing on this, following your health journey. And I'll post a little photo of your testosterone chart too, if you don't mind, in your blog
Yep.
post. And we'll share those testosterone results. And it's just powerful to kind of follow you along on your journey, and we'll just keep tracking.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see you soon. Thank you, Micheal.